This is Twit.
We are so excited
has
by
a real
this.
esports
To do this well, it's important that we have the right people working on this, experts with deep
This
history.
is probably where
and
they
heritage
introduced
in
Jade
games.
Raymond, who's a
That starts with Phil
big
Harrison,
acquisition, a new Google
who joined
VP.
us about a year ago. He's a great leader and a great gamer. Definitely someone who knows the difference between RPGs and NPCs. I'm going to pass the mic over to Phil to show you what we have built. Take it away, Phil.
Thank you, Sundar.
This is Phil Harrison.
Thank you, Sundar. It's such a pleasure to be here today, and thank you for joining us at GDC.
He was from
as we
Sony and
finally get to
Microsoft.
share
He was at
Google's vision
Xbox.
for the future of
Former
games,
corporate vice president there.
where the worlds of watching and
last
playing
January.
games converge into a new generation game platform purpose-built for the 21st century, powered by the best of Google. Our vision for Stadia is simple. One place for all the ways we play. It's focused on gamers, inspired by developers, and amplified by YouTube creators. Today, our industry captivates over 2 billion players from all around the world. At the center of that community, its beating heart, are the game developers, the people in this room that create the most incredible game experiences that delight players with engrossing
He
stories,
was on the advisory board at
characters, and
Gaikai,
worlds
which was the
through a
streaming
dazzling
gaming
display
service
of
that's right.
technology,
that Sony
artistry,
purchased.
and magic. Games are now the single biggest form of
Joined
entertainment
Google
on
almost
the planet,
exactly a year
one that
ago.
connects a vast community across geographies, cultures, and language.
Presumably, he's been
And within
developing
that
this ever
passionate
since.
community, there is a universe of people who love playing games, and there's a universe of people who love watching games.
Yeah.
Hundreds of millions of people watch gaming content every single day on YouTube. But those two worlds are mostly disconnected.
Now we see Google's interest, because if people are watching,
independent
they're
of
also
each
going to see
other.
ads.
Our vision is to bring those worlds closer together, to connect game developers with players and YouTube creators in a way that only Google can, creating a richer and more vibrant gaming community for everyone to enjoy.
there's
What
the
about ads
social
for people who are playing?
Through the power of our data centers, the extraordinary
watching.
reach and community of YouTube, and our investments in the fundamental technologies that are the foundations of the open
They
internet,
do have all the
we
pieces of the
offer
puzzle,
a truly
don't they?
unique opportunity
absolutely.
to combine these worlds. We will be handing that extraordinary power of the data center over to you, the game developers, where playgrounds for every imagination can be created. Our first public test of this came in October of last year with Project Stream, where we streamed a AAA HD game at up to 1080p and 60 frames per second over the internet from Google data centers to a Chrome browser.
They did it so
We
briefly,
were
I
humbled by the
wasn't able to get
overwhelmingly
into the
positive response from
test.
players who
They
were
kept
able
it really
to join
limited.
us on
Yeah.
Project Stream.
For sure.
A huge thank you to those of you who participated in Project Stream and for your vital feedback. And also to the amazing people at Ubisoft for trusting us
Amazing
with the
that you could
latest
do that
incarnation
with
of their
with
incredible
next
game
to no lag,
franchise,
as this tweet
Assassin's
is
Creed.
saying, you know?
Ubisoft has
Gaming,
always been at the
that lag is
forefront
very
of advancements
perceptible.
in the games industry, and they have an incredible track record of success and creativity. And joining us here in the audience today, I'm delighted to welcome the CEO and co-founder of Ubisoft, Yves Guillemot. Thank you, Yves.
sitting next to Phil Osterloh, Google hardware.
So, yeah, and that's the question.
I'd
It's like,
Sounds
to
like
thank
hardware
will there
might
be-
be here.
yes, will there be
Yeah.
hardware?
with
Yeah.
us, and to producer
Yeti
Marc
was, I
Alexis
think,
Cote
the code
and the
name of that.
entire Ubisoft Quebec studio for their masterpiece creation, Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Thank you for bringing your game to our platform, and congratulations for being the first game played by the public on Stadia. As many of you experienced with Assassin's Creed Odyssey, we now have the ability to take a sophisticated, graphically intense AAA game and stream it to a Chrome browser running on a simple laptop without any sacrifice to the quality or vision of the game developer. As successful as Project Stream was, our ambition is, of course, far beyond a single game.
of course.
As we developed our strategy for this new platform, we asked developers how we can help solve some of the most critical challenges you face. There were three very clear themes that resonated. You told us you wanted to unleash your creativity without limits, get to the widest possible scale, and make it easier for people to connect with your games.
And when he says
We
you,
used
of course,
these
he's
three
talking to
things
developers. This is a
and
game
developers
developers conference.
build our platform architecture and began to share it
And
with the leading
create
publishers
could be the
and
interesting
developers in the world.
component of this.
Yeah.
Now,
If they're able
Is
to
there a
bake
platform?
into the
How we
game
Yeah.
brought this vision
ways to
life.
connect and interact with
Right.
Stadia directly.
Imagine you were watching games on YouTube and
That
you
could be a
discover
big
the
killer,
latest
not a killer,
Assassin's
but
Creed
definitely a
Odyssey
challenge to
trailer
Twitch.
on Ubisoft's official channel on YouTube. You will notice the Play Now button.
Right
By
there in
simply
YouTube.
clicking on
Holy
that
cow,
button,
In
the
YouTube.
player is
Cool.
brought directly into the game in a browser in as quick as
In
5
YouTube.
seconds.
Five
Wow.
seconds.
With
5-second
no
launch.
download.
That's so cool.
That's a pretty compelling
Yeah, it is.
play there.
I like that game I just watched the video for. I think I'll play it right now.
Yeah.
Click. Go.
With no download, no patch, no update, and no install.
Of course, one of the
Stadia
biggest
offers instant access
issues
to
people
play.
face these days,
Our
with most
platform
games being
vision for Stadia
downloadable,
is to
they're
reduce
often
the
10
friction
gigabytes
between
and
getting
more,
excited
sometimes
about a
40,
game and
lots of
playing a game.
updates.
On Stadia,
Every time I
you
turn
just
on my
need to click
Xbox,
on a
it
YouTube
needs to be
video
updated.
or link, and you can be
You're
playing
locked
your
until it
game
does.
instantly.
But the real
Compare
question is going to
that
be, how do they
today,
handle
where
latency?
gamers are all too familiar with
Are there
things
certain
like
types of
this.
games that you can do this with and certain types of
Well,
games
that's
that
why
you
they
can't?
used
Waiting
Assassin's
game will be a
Creed,
thing
because that
of
is,
the past.
latency is, any first-person game
The
latency is
power
the
of
killer.
instant access is magical and has already transformed the music and movie industry.
Like a fighting game, I feel like
Yeah.
ramp that up
Yeah,
to
any
another
first-person shooter, you're going to have
another Twitch. You know?
really
Wouldn't it
difficult
be even
time.
more magical if that same game and that same instant experience could be available across any screen type in your life?
This is
A key benefit
That's a
of
big
our
play. You put
platform
that play button
is
on
that
YouTube,
a
that's
single
huge.
creative vision and a single
And on any
code base
platform, 'cause it
can
doesn't
now be
need the
enjoyed
horsepower.
instantly across any screen.
and it kind of
At
co-ops
launch,
Apple
we'll
because
support
Apple's trying
being
to
able
sell
play
games
across
on the iPad. They
desktops,
don't need to sell them.
Laptops, TV,
So,
tablets,
Got
a little
and
break
phones.
up on our video here, yeah.
The video.
This
But you do
new
see the
generation
Chromecast in the
of gaming
background.
is not a
So
box.
then now you've got a
Oh, yeah,
Chrome,
there's a
your
Chromecast.
Stadia,
console
the data
to your
center is
TV,
your
just
platform. There
like
is
all
no
the other consoles
console
you might
that
have
limits
or
the
not have.
developer's creative ideas, and no console that limits where gamers can play. And we're about to show this to you now. This is not a concept, it's not a test, this is real. I'd like to bring my
Sign
friend
me
Khaled
up.
to the stage to show you this working.
This is really exciting.
Yeah, it's cool. And so many people would love to, you know, if they aren't already gaming, get into
So,
gaming, but
imagine
price
you
is
just
such a
discovered
big
that game for the
limitation.
first time.
You know,
You're
just
running
for the
it on
console
Chrome
itself
browser,
to get started.
and here it is on a Pixelbook running the Chrome OS. There is basically no hardware acceleration on that laptop
Yeah,
whatsoever.
this kind of demo is
and the
not
game
gonna
is
be,
running directly from our data center.
Probative,
It's
just
then
because he's probably on a
easy
gigabit
and
network.
instantaneous.
Right.
Directly
Well, that's the
connected to
other
the data
From
center.
exactly
The other
that moment
question.
onto the phone here on a Pixel 3
What
XL.
kind of broadband
So
connection?
the
do you
concern
need?
isn't really the horsepower of the device at all.
No.
Once
It's
again,
a dumb
no
terminal,
loss
really.
of
It's a dumb
quality,
terminal.
and
It's
we
an
can go
internet
straight
connection.
onto the desktop PC. We actually went to buy the least
don't know if they're
powerful
using
PC
WebML
we could
or-
find here. And we could enjoy the same vision that the developer had, the same high-quality 1080p stream at 60 frames per second, and the full game vision, regardless of the hardware that
And
you're
I'm
using.
sure some people
And then it's
probably
once again
curious would
seamless
thumb
to
their
go
noses at
from
1080p,
running
right?
on our
You're
PC
like, oh, only
to running on a
1080p.
tablet.
Well,
In this case,
but
I
once
think I
again,
could live with that.
running the
Yeah.
Chrome
And I think it gives
OS,
Google some,
on a Pixel
some space
Slate.
to grow into it, too.
There's your slate.
Oh, my Slate. Look at it playing that game so well.
Is that
See,
controller
you're not useless after all.
is that a Google
And then
controller? What is
finally-
It
that?
might
can
be,
move
they're saying that there might be a
seamlessly to the
Google
TV.
controller announcement. I
So
do
this
also
TV
know,
is
or I've heard
accessed
about Xbox
using
One.
this,
So here's
which is
Chromecast.
a Chromecast Ultra HDMI streamer.
Ah.
There is
Chromecast
no
Ultra.
console required to
And that's
read.
Oh, there you go.
And it looks like, I mean, wow. Do you have to Chromecast from your phone? I guess you would to start it.
Well, that would send the link, and then it would, yeah,
Of course,
probably.
if you have
Thanks,
YouTube on
Khaled.
your
Great
TV, maybe.
presentation.